Greetings! What is up, America and beyond, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I am your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality, to your health, to your well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 27 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like acne, psoriasis, rosacea, eczema, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds. Recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system is a healing system. It's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing system a miracle, it really is no miracle at all. It is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we welcome your phone calls at 855-660-4261. That's 855-660-4261. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products that you hear us talk about on the program or advertised on the program, you can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Make sure you ask about my personal favorite longevity product, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, and make sure you ask about joining the Brightside Ben team. For a one-time $10 fee, you can start yourself a longevity business, make some money selling longevity products, get your products at the wholesale price, and help spread the word about the power and the importance of a good nutritional supplement program. All right, thanks so much for joining us on The Bright Side. Later on in our third and fourth segment of the program, we're going to be talking to the skin shrink about psychodermatology. We'll tell you what a skin shrink is. We'll tell you what psychodermatology is. We'll do that in our third and fourth segment. This segment we'll begin talking about our next bone-building nutrient. And in our second segment, if we have some calls, we will address your questions, your concerns, and, of course, if you have success stories, we always love hearing success stories. So, moving on to our next building nutrient, our next bone-building nutrient. And keep in mind here, when we're talking about bone-building nutrition, we're really talking about bodybuilding. So if you don't have osteoporosis, you're not concerned about bone building, but you have any kind of degenerative disease, all the nutrients that we're talking about for building bone are involved in building the body. The body breaks down generically. It doesn't matter where the breakdown occurs. This is kind of the bright side philosophy. It doesn't matter where the breakdown occurs. It doesn't matter if you've got heart disease, autoimmune disease, zits, whatever. And this is really great news. This is the bright side. Because what it means is, because the body breaks down generically, it heals generically. If it breaks down generically, it can be healed generically as well. Degenerative disease, osteoporosis or whatever, degenerative disease is the vast majority of illness in this country. Degenerative disease is the cause of most illness, angst, and health challenges that folks are dealing with. Degenerative disease is a bodily process where the body breaks down chronically over time and it doesn't get better. It degenerates. Doctors will tell you you're condemned. I'm telling you you're not. If you have degenerative disease, it doesn't mean you're condemned to sticking with the medical model, to sticking with prescription drugs for the rest of your life. Doctors will tell you there's no known cause. There's no known reason. I am telling you there are. If your body is degenerating, there is a reason for it. There is a cause for it because the body is not flawed in any way. The body is either the result of millions of years of fine-tuning or pure divine intelligence of an order that our human brains cannot comprehend. For medical deities, doctors, or anyone who represents the medical model to dispense immune drugs, immune suppressant drugs, instead of trying to figure out what the heck is causing the body to become inflamed and degenerated, it is unconscionable. If you are dealing with any kind of degenerative disease, osteoporosis, or whatever, there are solutions. especially involving nutrition. So, moving on to our next nutrient for bone building. We've been talking about micronutrients. We've been talking about vitamins. We've been talking about minerals for a few months now. This next bone-building nutrient is a bit different. It's a macronutrient. This micronutrient and macronutrient distinction is, in my opinion, very, very important. It's a distinction that's not often recognized, or at least not discussed a lot in the world of supplementation. Micronutrients are vitamins and minerals. And perhaps you could also include accessory nutrients, carotenes, flavonoids. Most of these things are found in plants. So micronutrition, small nutrients, vitamins, minerals. If you want to be technical about it, you could probably include phytonutrients as well. You can live without phytonutrients. You can live without accessory nutrients. They're not essential, but it's probably a good idea to get them in your system on a regular, if not a daily basis. So micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, these are substances that are needed in small amounts, micrograms, milligrams, occasionally maybe in grams. Vitamin C you could probably use in grams. MSM, sulfur, you could probably use that in grams. Your micronutrients are 4 fatty vitamins, 2 watery vitamins, 2 essential fatty acids, and then the various and sundry phytonutrients, of which there are hundreds. These micronutrients help the body process the macronutrients. Micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients help the body process the big stuff, the macronutrients, the stuff we need in large amounts, grams and ounces. Micronutrients, think milligrams, micrograms. Macronutrients, think grams and ounces. I like to think of the micronutrients as magical pixie dust that activates the macronutrients. Magical pixie dust that helps the body use the macronutrients, which are the proteins and the carbohydrates. They're basically just 2 macronutrients. Now, if you want to be technical about it, most people will tell you there's 3 carbohydrates. There's fats and sugars and protein, but I call fats and sugars carbohydrates. Fats and sugars are essentially the same thing. A fat is like an extended or complex version of a sugar. So fats and sugars are carbohydrates, and then protein. Those are your macronutrients. And the micronutrients, the job of these micronutrients is to turn on the macronutrients. They're pixie dust that activate the protein, that activate the carbohydrates. Micronutrients are the activators without which we couldn't build the body. We couldn't build the structure of the body, but the structure of the body is the macronutrients, the protein and the carbs. So the micronutrients are the pixie dust, the macronutrients are the mortar and the stone and the brick and the cement, and the energy that's required for building the structure of the body. Micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, macronutrients, protein and carbs. Protein and carbs, by the way, are also very similar. You don't hear about that very often either. Protein is a type of carb. Did you know that? Protein is a type of carbohydrate. It's a very, very special type of carbohydrate. Carbohydrates, they give us energy. But protein is a very special carbohydrate. It's a carbohydrate plus nitrogen. And why is this so important? Because nitrogen is the body's workhorse. It is the secret and the key to life. Nitrogen is what carries the life force. We talked a lot about nitrogen a few months back. I'm not going to get into it too much here again, but we do need to talk about it a little bit, because without understanding the power and the importance of nitrogen, we really can't get an appreciation of why protein is so important, what protein is, and why protein is the most important and fundamental of all the nutrients, in my opinion. And it all comes down to this workhorse nitrogen. Nitrogen is life's workhorse. Nitrogen is horsepower. Horsepower can be defined as how much work something can do. And the more nitrogen is in a body, the more work the body can do. The more nitrogen a molecule has, the more work that molecule can do. Nitrogen means work. Nitrogen means protein. Hence, protein is work. The job of being alive is accomplished via work. That means the job of being alive is largely a protein issue, and that makes this stuff super, super important. And would you believe it? Most of us are way, way under-proteinated. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. The phone lines are jam-tight, so we'll continue this discussion on our next Bright Side episode. Take your phone calls on our next break. I am Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side, and we'll be back after this.
Hey, gang, as you can imagine, living with the moniker America's Mr. Right can be kind of tough at times. But you know what? It's easy to live up to the challenge when you're feeling good. Hi, everybody. I'm Jason Lewis, and that's why I watch what I eat and supplement my diet with great products from Youngevity, like their great vitamin mineral complex drink or a protein shake or my favorite probiotic dark chocolate packed with antioxidants. You know, I love these products, and I'll bet you will too. And now you can get them all at JasonLewisTeam.com. Now, look, these are just the things I like from Youngevity, but if you're looking for, a sports drink endorsed by an NBA All-Star or a shot of Pollen Burst, the best energy drink on the market, it's all here too. All you have to do is go to JasonLewisTeam.com or call 1-855-310-TEAM. Now, that's 1-855-310-TEAM. Get all these products and more and feel like America's Mr. Right. It's JasonLewisTeam.com.
Quantitative easing, unemployment at depression levels, Europe financial system falling apart, China getting out of U.S. treasuries. At the end of 2008, the time of TARP, the national debt was at $11 trillion, gold trading around $850 per ounce. Close to 2012, the national debt exceeded $16.4 trillion, gold doubled to $1,600 per ounce. The $20 trillion threshold for the national debt is inevitable. Politicians in Washington have a ferocious appetite for spending and stimulus. What's worse, a printing press to finance. 100 years ago, we had a gold standard to limit this madness, but now you have to adopt your own gold standard. Don't be fooled with paper promises. Get Midas Resources 10 Reasons to Buy Gold free by calling 800-686-2237. Understanding the gold and silver market may be the only insurance you could have to avoiding the next economic crisis. Call 1-800-686-2237 and order your free copy. Again, that's 800-686-2237.
What if it happened? The lights go out and the power doesn't come back. Could you provide your family with the basic necessities of life? We can teach you how at the Sustainable Preparedness Expo. Sunday, September 29th at the Evergreen State Fairgrounds in Monroe, Washington. Learn about growing all your own food, herbal medicine, emergency medical and dental techniques, water well hand pumps, seed saving, emergency radio communication for beginners, and other life-saving information to provide you with the knowledge to survive in the direst of situations. There's a wide variety of vendors offering the latest preparedness products and services. Plus, visit the Youngevity booth. The Sustainable Preparedness Expo is an event the entire family will enjoy. For tickets and registration info, go to sustainablepreparedness.com. Enter promo code GCN to save $3 on tickets. Don't wait to be a victim. Plan ahead with the Sustainable Preparedness Expo. Sunday, September 29th at the Evergreen State Fairgrounds in Greater Seattle.
With the well-known shortage of availability in guns and ammo, the question is, will food and preparedness items be next? Now, at ProStoresDirect.com. Buy a 32-serving bug-out bucket, and you'll get a prime assortment of Mountain House survival food entrees, including favorites like chili mac with beef and spaghetti and meat sauce, all made with real USDA meat. That's enough food for one adult for a full week, all for just $75.99 with free shipping, delivered in a handy resealable bucket that'll store for up to 25 years. ProStores Direct has a huge selection of family-size food units, too, right up to military-grade number 10 cans. And we'll give you great deals on new military first aid and surgical kits, portable water filters, heirloom seeds, and all your bug-out gear, always with free shipping to the lower 48. Be ready for any challenge with food security for your family at ProStoresDirect.com. ProStoresDirect.com, your first stop for preparedness and survival gear, and proud sponsor of the free media.
America's #1 source for independent talk radio for over a decade. We are the GCN Radio Network.
All right, we're back on the bright side. Thank you for joining us, friends. We're here Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central Time. Our number is, well, you know what? Our phone lines are filled jam-packed, and we got a guest in our next hour. We'll try to get to all our calls here, so I'm sorry if you have, want to get a hold of me, either send me a Facebook or Send me an email, call tomorrow, 855-660-4261. If you want to join the Brightside Ben team, our number is the number for the Brightside Ben team is 866-735-2470, 866-735-2470. Adrian in California, welcome to the Brightside. What's going on?
Ben. First, I wanted to say that I've been having acne since I was like 13 years old, and started listening to you, started doing vitamin A, zinc, some copper, retinol cream, and changing my diet. So I don't have any dairy in my diet at all. And my skin is clear.
No,
and I've been enjoying. Yeah,
nice.
I've been enjoying that for the first time ever.
Praise
and
God.
It's wonderful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How old are you, Adrian?
27.
So you've had acne for 14 years, and now your face is clear just by doing some nutrition stuff. Oh, that's awesome news.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. You're going to help a lot of people by sharing that. Thank you, Adrian.
Thank you.
How can we help?
And also, I'm calling for my little sister. She was diagnosed with many different things, but I guess they've come to the conclusion now over the past 2 weeks that it is called a pilonidal cyst with abscess.
I'm sorry, say the first words. What kind of cyst was it?
Pilonidal. It's Pilonidal.
Where is it? Where's the cyst?
It's like right at her tailbone area.
Okay, got it. All right, here's the deal with cysts. Whenever you have a cyst, you got something that's growing inappropriately in the body. One of the hallmark ideas of the Brightside philosophy is that the body breaks down generically. Disease and problems and health challenges show up in a kind of standard fashion. When cells are growing out of control, I'm not sure if this is I didn't hear the first word that you said. Can you spell it for me again?
Sure, it's Pilon.
Are you saying T as in Paul or T as in Tom?
T as in Paul.
Pilonidal. Pilonidal cyst. Okay, got it. All right. So let's talk about a pilonidal cyst. It's basically you're dealing with an infection. Now it usually shows up in right in the butt area, right where the little crease is in the butt area, but it's still a cyst. It doesn't matter what it is. You got some kind of infectious condition going on. And it's causing cells to grow out of control. Is there pus involved? Do you know?
Yeah, there was, and she was really sick for a while. Yeah, so they have her on antibiotics.
Okay. Well, assuming that you're not dealing with a topical condition, some kind of bacteria that's getting on the skin topically, you're probably dealing with some kind of lymphatic condition. Now, lymph is your river or your stream that carries toxicity out of your body. So if you've got some kind of lymphatic condition, you're dealing with some kind of toxicity. To just deal with a pilonidal cyst without addressing the toxicity of the body is a pretty useless strategy. So what you want to do is you want to see if you can collect a few other symptoms here. When you have one symptom, it's much trickier to deal with health challenges. What you want to do is you want to sort of collect the dots so that you can connect the dots. Collect the dots so you can connect the dots. That allows us to form a picture of what's happening in the body. What else is going on with your sister? Digestive health issues, hormone issues, period issues, anything comes to mind? Skin issues?
She does have a bit of skin issues.
Okay.
It's a little bit of acne.
Oh,
so I've been encouraging her to change her diet, and she's doing pretty good at that.
Okay. Now, hang on. Do we have any kind of food problems? Bowel movement problems, gas, bloating, anything like that?
I asked her, and she hasn't mentioned anything.
Well, tell her to focus on that. Chances are, if you've got anything going on in this lymphatic river of poisons, you know what I mean? How there's like a river, a circulatory system, kind of streams where poison runs through the body and then gets dumped out. Does that make sense? Can you picture that in your head? It's sort of like a circulatory system, like you have blood vessels, except it's a circulatory system for poisons as well as some nutrients, as it turns out. When this system gets clogged up, that's when the cysts start to show up. That's when you get inflammation, and that's when you get pus, and that's when you get the body's kind of infectious process, and a pilonidal cyst is an infectious process. So what you want to do is you want to figure out how's toxicity getting into the body, and as you know from listening to the program, that almost always is going to involve some food issues. Focus on the food. See if you can, it's very important to see if your sister can focus on bowel movement problems, gas problems, bloating, anything like that, and then eliminate those foods, and then go with all the digestive support nutrients, especially probiotics. Use the nightly essence from Longevity, 80 billion units a day. multiple, also digestive enzymes can help, Z-radical can help, the glucosamine capsules can help, but the most important thing is going to be the probiotics and then eliminating problem foods. Adrian, I got to move on, sweetheart. I apologize because I got a bunch of calls. I want to get to as many as I can. If you got any more questions, send me an email, brightsideletters@gmail.com, brightsideletters@gmail.com, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much, Ben.
Thanks. Take care. That's good news. I love hearing success stories. Eileen, in West Virginia, what's going on? Got a couple minutes for you.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Ben.
Sure.
Thank you for all you do. I'll be really fast. I've been ill for 2.5 weeks. My voice is stronger today, but I feel like a lung infection. I'm having trouble getting my breath here.
Oh, my goodness. How old are you now?
I started having trouble breathing and speaking.
Eileen, how old are you?
I'm sorry, I just turned 70.
Okay. Any conditions with your circulatory system, with your heart or anything like that?
I don't know. I'm retaining fluid. My ankles are big.
Oh, and those are all circulatory systems, sweetheart. All right, you got it's much more help. I can't tell you. Are you there? Eileen? We lost Eileen. Okay. I don't know what happened to you, Eileen. You just disappeared. And anyway, we're running out of time, so I can't really give you as much good advice as I'd like to. Call back tomorrow, Eileen, if you can still hear me, and we'll finish talking about, on Monday on our next program, and we'll take care of your lung issues. And I apologize for that. I don't know what happened to Eileen. All right, Ray, New Jersey, real quick. What's
hey, Ben.
On, bro? Hey.
You taking my call? I'm calling for my wife. She's been diagnosed with MRSA.
Okay.
And she's currently under the care of an infectious disease specialist.
Okay.
He's got her in a phase 3 multi-center randomized double-blind controlled study to evaluate the efficacy of a new drug called delafloxacin.
Great. Does she know she's a guinea pig? Does she like being a guinea pig?
No, I don't know. I think she doesn't have a whole lot of choice in the matter.
Well, yeah, she does. She has tons of choice. First of all, the immune system, when you have MRSA is caused by antibiotics, okay? That's what causes MRSA. Yeah. MRSA stands for methicillin-resistant Staph aureus. Correct. It's a bacteria that is produced by the stupidity of the medical model. When I was in pharmacy school 25 years ago, 30 years ago, they told us, watch out, within 20 to 30 years, you're going to start to see bacteria that are resistant to antibiotics. That's what MRSA is. So, of course, your doctor gives her more antibiotics, right? That's the intelligence that we're working with here. What you got to do when you have any kind of bacterial issue, it's not unless it's severe, you want to start to work on building the immune system. The body's immune system is designed to deal with viruses, to deal with bacteria, to deal with parasites, to deal with attacks. How do you build the immune system? Number one, you reduce any load on the immune system. Anything that's burdening the immune system, and for the most part, that means food. Ray, I wish we had more time, bro. Can you call back on Monday?
I want to ask about the tangy tangerine.
I'm out. I'm out of time, bro. That's all I got. I'm sorry. I apologize, guys. Just don't have enough time on this program. We'll be back with our guest in our next segment.
September is National Preparedness Month in the U.S., and it's National Savings Month at Freeze Dry Guy. Are you prepared to save? All Mountain House freeze-dried foods in number 10 cans are now 40% off at freezedryguy.com. These long-lasting foods for emergency preparedness with a guaranteed 25-year shelf life are 40% off at freezedryguy.com. These easy foods for camping, backpacking, hunting, and sailing are 40% off at freezedryguy.com. These delicious foods, freeze-dried to lock in the taste, aroma, and freshness, are 40% off at freezedryguy.com. All cans of Mountain House freeze-dried meats, entrees, fruits, and veggies are 40% off at freezedryguy.com. Be prepared and save 40% now through September 30th at freezedryguy.com or call 866-404-3663, 866-404-FOOD.
Do you owe the IRS money that you can't pay? Are tax liens and levies ruining your life? Are you tired of being afraid just to go to the mailbox? If this describes you, then Dan Pilla can help.
Hi, I'm Dan Pilla, and I've been solving tax problems for more than 30 years. In fact, I wrote the book that made it possible to negotiate settlements with the IRS, and I've helped thousands of people do exactly that. Call now at 800-346-6829 to learn how I can help you. You know your IRS debt will not go away by itself, but you don't have to live in fear anymore. New changes to IRS policies will help more people than ever before eliminate their debts once and for all. There's no need for you to suffer another day with IRS debt. Call 800-346-6829. I can help you eliminate wage and bank levies, release tax liens, and negotiate a settlement with the IRS that will put your tax nightmare behind you forever. Call 800-34-NO-TAX or go to my website, taxhelponline.com. That's taxhelponline.com.
There's a huge and hushed-up conspiracy going on that's about to turn your lives upside down in the coming few months. Unbelievably, the media are keeping quiet about this. I'm sure they know it, but they probably know that revealing it on TV will generate mass hysteria and chaos. But I believe you should be informed about it, because when the sinister agenda is finally accomplished and everything unravels, only those who know this secret info will survive and thrive. Go to 123conspiracy.com right now to see the truth. The video at 123conspiracy.com reveals the real secret reason why Obama is after your guns and ammo. And it's not just in response to mass murders of preparing for war. It's something much darker. Go watch the video now at 123conspiracy.com before they shut it down. Again, that's 123conspiracy.com.
The National Preppers and Survivalist Expo, presented by Triton Shelter Technologies, is the only national event designated for the prepper community. October 19th and 20th at the North Atlanta Trade Center in Atlanta, Georgia. Admission is free, and the doors open at 9 a.m. Join us and learn life-saving tips that can help you and your family handle crisis situations. Special guests include Kevin O'Brien from Nat Geo's Doomsday Preppers, David Crawford, author of Lights Out, the director and cast members from the movie Lights Out Saga, and more. Special guest speakers include GCN's own Dr. Joel Wallach, along with Dr. Bones, Nurse Amy, and Tom Martin, the director of the American Preppers Network, two-time Field and Stream champion Chad Weatherford, along with many other leading experts from around the country. Join us for the country's largest emergency preparedness event, absolutely free, October 19th and 20th at the North Atlanta Trade Center in Atlanta, Georgia. For more information, visit npsexpo.com. That's npsexpo.com.
Hi, this is Steve Sanchez, and based on a recent study, it was found that 57 million Americans had legal issues over the last 12 months, but only 60% of those studied sought out the services of a lawyer. Why? In a nutshell, affordability. Well, my friends at Legal Shield have created a solution that can help you not if, but when you need an attorney. For as little as $17 per month, Legal Shield will provide you unlimited access to qualified attorneys at an accomplished law firm for advice and counsel on legal issues, no matter how serious or trivial. For over 40 years and with 1.4 million families across North America, Legal Shield can help you, the loyal GCN listener. Representatives are standing by now to answer your questions, so call them now at 1-855-340-SAVE. That's 1-855-340-7283, or visit them at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com.
Are you tired of searching for great talk radio?
Something more important.
Search no more. We are the GCN Radio Network.
Back on the bright side. Thank you again for joining us. We're talking to an interesting guest here, a psychodermatologist, actually a psychiatrist. She's talking to tell us about dermatology and something called psychodermatology. Welcome to the bright side. Please, Dr. Josie Howard. What's up, Dr. Howard?
Thank you. It's so good to be here.
Well, as I was telling you off the air, and as most of our listeners know, I've been doing skincare for many years, so I'm quite fascinated with what you have to say. I've heard of something called psychoimmunodermatology. I assume that's some kind of similar. Why don't you tell our listeners exactly what you do, how you got involved in skincare, and what psychodermatology is.
Sure. So psychodermatology is an area of medicine that focuses on the relationship between stress, emotional well-being, and skin health. And as you said, I'm a psychiatrist. I think, we know that stress impacts so many different areas of our physical health and our emotional well-being, but what most people don't realize is what an important role stress plays in the look and the feel of our skin, that emotions actually can make the skin more sensitive. And sensitivity, when you think about it, sensitivity is part of the skin's job to sense the world around us.
The skin is like part of the endocrines, the neuroendocrine system, like a brain, isn't it?
The skin is the largest organ in the body, and it, in fact, does have a common embryonic origin with the nervous system.
And the hormones in the skin are very similar to brain hormones, serotonin and epinephrine, and a lot of these hormones that are brain hormones are thought of as brain hormones are also skin hormones, correct?
There's a very close connection, and there is a lot of communication that goes on between the skin and the nervous system, absolutely.
Would you call the skin an extension of the brain?
Well, I think the skin is an exquisitely sensitive responder to stress and emotions.
How about to the environment?
And a very visible one at that.
And just to the environment, just to how we perceive the world, how we perceive the outside world?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so
and that's why it's so important to understand how stress affects skin's appearance, and then to have very effective stress management techniques to keep the skin looking healthy.
Are there links between specific skin diseases, specific manifestations of skin issues, and specific emotions? Like anger and psoriasis.
As I said, there's a strong link between emotions and skin, and that's really why I'm so excited to be part of the Simple Advisory Board, which is a group of lifestyle experts who, along with Simple Facial Skincare, address all of the different factors that can affect skin health. And really by focusing on these different lifestyle choices, which include diet and exercise as well as stress management, it's really teaching women to look beyond just the typical skincare routine and to ways to really improve their skin health and their well-being.
Now, I'm fascinated with this idea that there's a link between the skin and emotions, but is there a link between specific skin health issues and specific emotions?
Everyone is different. Everyone has a different kind of genetic makeup, different vulnerabilities, and usually it's really a disruption in stress, a disruption in emotions that can cause different conditions. But I think we've all experienced it, whether it's a pimple right before a big event, or skin redness, skin bumpiness. It affects different people in different ways.
Do you recommend that people actually do emotional kinds of techniques or work on mental techniques to eliminate or reduce skin issues? Like meditation,
Definitely.
for example, that kind of thing, relaxation techniques?
Yes. So I counsel my patients to really address this from the outside in and from the inside out. And in terms of the inside out, the place to start is really making relaxation a priority. And I divide this into two categories, into active and passive. Active relaxation. Active relaxation,
okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's things like exercise, yoga, meditation, spending time in nature. And then passive relaxation is things like reading, watching a show, listening to music. It's really essential to strike a balance between the two and make it a priority.
Do you know anything about brainwave states, alpha wave states and beta states, that kind of thing, theta states? Have you ever heard of that?
Well, I think, what we're here to talk about is really the link between stress and skin, and then how to care for that. So the other piece of it is really from the outside in. And what a lot of people don't realize is that when we're under stress, this actually compromises the skin's moisture barrier. And then that leads to skin getting irritated and dehydrated. So it's absolutely essential to use a moisturizer every day and to use one with SPF.
Really?
My personal favorite is Simple Protecting Light Moisturizer, which has...
Well, hang tight, ma'am. Hang tight, doctor, because I'm going to hold your feet to the fire on this one. As you know, as I told you, I have a lot of experience with skincare. So are you telling me that SPF does not put a burden on the skin, does not put a stress burden on the skin?
SPF is absolutely essential for protecting the skin from the sun.
Really? Okay. So now, when you say SPF, are you distinguishing different types of SPF ingredients, or are you just saying generically SPF?
Generically SPF.
Okay, so you're not making a distinction between toxic substances like octylmethoxycinnamate and oxybenzone, perhaps, and non-toxic substances like zinc oxide, or are you?
So if you have questions specifically about the ingredients, I mean, this is one thing that I really love about Simple is that they are so careful about keeping basically the bad stuff out and putting the good stuff in.
Okay, now when you say bad stuff and good stuff, give me an example of perhaps their ingredient, their sunscreen ingredient that is a good sunscreen ingredient, good SPF ingredient.
Well, I mean, I can tell you, in terms of the moisturizer, it has good ingredients like vitamin E, provitamin B5. But I would encourage you to go to the website and you can read in a lot more detail about the different ingredients.
Okay, great. All right. Well, thanks so much, Dr. Howard. I appreciate you being on the air, and hope good luck with Simple Skincare and everything else you're doing. Thanks so much, Doc.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure.
All right.
Take care.
All right. Take care of yourself. Okay, that was Dr. Josie Howard. She's a skin shrink. I didn't want her to talk necessarily about products. I was hoping she was going to be talking about some of the ideas, some of the connection between emotional and psychological problems and skincare, and she's absolutely right on as far as using emotional techniques and mental techniques to help address skincare health issues. And I've been a big believer in using emotional and mental techniques for addressing all health issues, including skin health issues. I was trying to get Dr. Howard to talk about some of the connection between the brain and the skin. As it turns out, the skin is indeed an extension of the brain, and it's very difficult to deal with skin health issues, whether you're talking about acne or rosacea or psoriasis or eczema, without dealing with the mental and the emotional component as well. And you know what, folks? All health issues have mental and emotional components, and this is something that we don't address anywhere near enough, in my opinion. All right, we'll get to take some of your phone calls, as it turns out, at 855-660-4261 in our next segment. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll be back right after this.
My name is Kay Swirling, and I am in the early part of my 10th decade. I want to discuss the issue of pharmaceuticals versus minerals and vitamin supplements. I remember a discussion between my mother and me. It was at that time that canned vegetables and fruits were introduced into the U.S. market. It was some time before my mother and others felt comfortable with food in cans. That was also the time when drugstores offered for sale cough syrup and aspirins and not much else. Let's fast forward to this decade, the here and now. Simple drugstores are large corporations with the message that they are the ones who have the power to cure human ills. Meanwhile, the battle continues with minerals and vitamins being the answer to human ills. Who will win the battle? I believe and hope it will be the belief in the power of vitamins and minerals over that of the toxic chemicals in prescription drugs. What do you think?
What if you had a witness everywhere you drive? Now you can with videodashcam.com. From truckers to motorcyclists, the handy video dashcam can be used for insurance claims, accidents, police encounters, road rage, or natural disasters. Has instant screen playback and optional night vision. Get the best quality, affordable HD dash cameras available at videodashcam.com. That's videodashcam.com. Or call 855-855-2022. Always have a witness with Video Dashcam.
You've thought about it for years. Well, the time is now. You need a secret bunker, and you need it deep and strong. Atlas Survival Shelters should be your first and only choice. The experts at Atlas can help you choose a shelter that has all the comforts of your home and is 11 times stronger than square box shelters. Call Atlas at 1-855-4BUNKERS. 1-855-4BUNKERS. Or visit IWantThatBunker.com. Atlas Survival Shelters. Better prepared than scared. It's time to get healthy, and your first step towards a healthy lifestyle begins at the Healthy Living Expo, Saturday and Sunday, September 28th and 29th at the Music City Center in Nashville. Get your free tickets at thehealthylivingexpo.com and join us for Tennessee's most comprehensive health, fitness, and nutrition expo. There's over 100 exhibits with information and services to help create a healthier life. Also, more than 25 health screenings, cooking demos, and the latest fitness trends. Plus, visit the Longevity booth. Get free tickets at thehealthylivingexpo.com. There's prizes all day on the stages and at the booths, like fitness memberships to an area health club every hour. The Healthy Living Expo, September 28th and 29th at the Music City Center, Nashville. Get free tickets for yourself, your family, your friends, and everyone you know at thehealthylivingexpo.com. Get to the website now because tickets are $10 at the door. The Healthy Living Expo, your first step towards a healthy lifestyle.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey Guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit GoBerkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
The GCN Radio Network, providing the world with hard-hitting talk radio. GCN. Great talk radio starts here.
All right, we are back on the bright side. Thank you for joining us. We were going to talk to Dr. Josie Howard today about skin and psychiatry. But that didn't happen. I apologize for that. So we'll get to talk to some of you guys. And that's always a good thing. 855-660-4261. On our next Bright Side episode, we will be talking about macronutrition and the importance of protein. And we're also going to have a guest on, and we're going to talk a little bit about menopause on our next program. That'll be on Monday. Our number, 855-660-4261. Eileen is back. Eileen, you have some lung problems, right? Respiratory problems.
Yes, I apologize. My phone, I'm on the cell phone and it might disconnect again.
No problem. So we'll do this real quick, okay, Eileen? What you want to do is you want to start focusing on the circulatory system. The fact that you got some edema or you got some swelling in your legs tells me that the blood is not moving around as well as it should, and that can affect how much, that can affect oxygenation to the lungs. That can cause lung problems. There's really some serious stuff going on. So the first thing you want to do is you want to figure out why is this blood not moving around as well as it should. And usually you'll find that there's two main problems. Number one, something is getting into the blood that shouldn't be getting into the blood, excuse me. And number two, the blood is not getting oxygenated correctly. So the two things you're going to want to do, Eileen, number one, as always, you're going to want to focus on digestive health. That's usually the reason why stuff gets into the blood, dirt gets into the blood, toxins get into the blood. That causes the blood to become clotted and cloggy, keeps the circulatory system, keeps the blood from moving as effectively as it should through the circulatory system, and that can cause leakages, and that's really what your edema is and your swelling. So number one, focus on foods, focus on digestive health, use probiotics, eliminate problem foods. You'd probably be wise to start fasting a little bit, skipping meals, going with caloric restriction. That'll help improve digestive problems and can help improve circulation as well. You also want to make sure you're practicing deep breathing techniques. That's super important for you, especially with your lung problems. Go get yourself an app if you have a smartphone. If not, Eileen, you can YouTube diaphragmatic breathing, and you can actually get a visual representation of what it's like to diaphragmatically breathe. As far as nutrients goes, there's some wonderful nutrients that can help improve blood flow. Vitamin E is probably, I don't want to say the most important, but it's one of the most important nutrients. I'd be using 400 international units of vitamin E. Vitamin C is important for all circulatory health problems. 1,000 to 5,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day would be in your interest. Use the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Sip on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine all day long. Magnesium can be very helpful for the heart. If you're using longevity products, use the OsteoMag product. And then if not, you want to get a magnesium glycinate, Glycinate. For all cardiovascular health issues, think magnesium. 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams a day is a good place to be with your magnesium. Let's see what else. For the heart and for the lungs, there's something called NAC, which is a source of sulfur. It can also be very helpful for the lungs. NAC is great NAC is actually a prescription drug for lung health for cystic fibrosis patients. You can get NAC at a health food store on the internet, 100 to 200 milligrams of NAC a day. Alpha lipoic acid is also a good source of sulfur, and it's also important for the lungs. I'd be doing 100 to 200 milligrams of alpha lipoic acid a day, and then make sure that you're using if you're going to use longevity products, use the Ultimate Daily. If not, get yourself on a good multiple vitamin to make sure that you're getting all your nutrients, your basic nutrients. And then last but most certainly not least, and there's a lot more, but that's all I'm going to tell you for now, the B complex, very, very, very important for the heart. The B complex are your energy vitamins. Any tissue in the body that's utilizing energy, the immune system as well, depends on the B vitamins. The immune system, the heart, skin, these are all very dependent on the B vitamins. The brain, very dependent on the B vitamins. And most of us don't get anywhere near enough of the B vitamins because the B vitamins are the vitamins that carry the life force. They're the vitamins that fuel the cells. And that means B vitamins are only found in living foods. And once we cook a food, once we process a food, once we pick a fruit or a vegetable out of the ground, once we cook it or boil it or do whatever we do to eat before we eat it, we tend to lose the B vitamins. And I suspect that B vitamin deficiency is behind many of our health challenges, certainly if we have cardiovascular health issues. The B vitamins are very, very important. You'll get those in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the Ultimate Daily. You can also get something called a B100 pill, B100 capsule or B100 tablet, which will give you high doses of the B vitamins, and you can do those as much as you want. There's zero toxicity to the B vitamins. And then the last thing I'm going to tell you, I told you a lot of stuff here, Eileen, but the last thing is make sure you're drinking water. It's amazing for thinning the blood and keeping everything moving as well as it should, especially if you're dealing with clotting issues, which most of us are, dealing with sticky, clogged up blood. Most of us are as we get older, especially if you're starting to show up with some cardiovascular health issues. Eileen, think of the lungs as part of the cardiovascular system. And so if you have a history of heart disease or swelling in the bottom of your feet or any kind of circulatory problems, it's not unusual for you also to have lung problems. So you want to consider the lungs to be part of the cardiovascular system. The heart and the lungs work together. So lung problems oftentimes will have circulatory problems associated with them, especially as we get older. Does that help, Eileen?
Oh, tremendous. Everything. It's wonderful. Thank you.
God bless you. Good luck. And feel free to send me a letter if you have more questions, brightsideletters@gmail.com. Thanks so much. I appreciate you calling back there. All right. I got a couple minutes to talk to Daryl in Idaho. Welcome to the Bright Side, Daryl.
Thank you very much. Calling you because I had a severe heart attack 8 months ago.
Okay.
And they put me on all kinds of different medications. And what's happened is I am drowsy. I feel depressed.
Are you on beta blockers and calcium channel blockers and Lanoxin or Digoxin, that kind of thing?
Well, let me tell you, they get the aspirin, the lisinopril, 40 milligrams twice a day, niacin, 100 milligrams twice a day with hexa something, whatever it is.
Hexanicotinoate, is that what they call it? Yeah.
And then they give me Crestor, 20 milligrams, one at night, but it makes every muscle in my body ache.
All right. Well, you're just going to depress me, Daryl, and I don't need to hear the bad news. That's all horrible stuff. Of course, the Crestor, by the way, did you see the latest on cataracts and statin drugs? Not a surprise. There's cataract, there's diabetes and statin drugs. Statin drugs, the Crestor is a statin drug, knock out the body's ability to grow and repair. And I'm telling you, if you've had a heart attack, the last thing you want to do is suppress growth and repair. This is ridiculous,
I had
people.
Open heart surgery, too, 5 bypass.
Yeah, so growth and repair are paramount. And then they give you a drug that suppresses that. See, folks, prescription drugs suppress chemistry. They suppress biochemistry. They suppress growth. They suppress repair. They suppress anti-aging. They cause aging. So here's what you do, my friend. get yourself on, stay on the niacin, that's smart, okay? But use the niacin with the B complex, the entire B complex, like I was talking to Eileen. Super important for the heart. Get a B100, get the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Make sure you're using the Ultimate Daily, a multiple vitamin. As much B complex as you can. Use vegetable juices, which are a wonderful source of the B complex. Make sure you're making them fresh, though, because over time the B complex will disappear. Vitamin C is the ultimate heart drug. Everybody who's dealing with cardiovascular health issues needs to be using vitamin C, 1,000 to 5,000 milligrams a day. Daryl, today, not tomorrow, today, when you hang up the phone, get yourself on 1,000 to 5,000 milligrams of vitamin C. Sip on it slowly. It may cause a little loose bowels if you're not absorbing it or if you take too much all at once. Use the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Use magnesium, 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams a day. Get yourself on acetyl L-carnitine also. Probably it's anywhere from 100 to 500 milligrams a day of carnitine. And see what else for the heart. Potassium and all your electrolytes are going to be important for the heart. Vegetable juices will be your best source, and vegetables in general will be your best source of those electrolytes. Coenzyme Q10 and vitamin E, which work together, which are very similar, also super important for the heart. 400 international units of vitamin E a day, 100 to 200 milligrams of coenzyme Q10 a day. I take 200 milligrams. Make sure it's oil solid.
400.
You're already taking 400. Stay on it. Good job. And you're also using the vitamin E?
No, but I have it here. I'm going to take it.
Well, make sure you take it. It doesn't do you any good to have it without taking it. Look for.
And I'm taking Plavix.
Again, you're just going to depress me. Plavix is a blood thinner. The best blood thinner, non-toxic blood thinners are vitamin E, omega-3 fatty acids. I forgot to tell Eileen about omega-3 fatty acids. Deep breathing. Oxygen is one of the best blood thinners there are. Blood clotting is a sign of the emergency response. Remember, the body breaks down generically, and one of the generic signs of distress in the body is blood clotting. That's why after surgery they give you blood thinners, because that's the ultimate stress on the body. So deep breathing techniques, relaxation techniques, a hot bath, a hot tub, a hot shower, all of these are great non-toxic blood thinners. Water is one of the best non-toxic blood thinners you can ever use. Staying away from problem foods, also another wonderful blood thinning strategy. You may want to try creatine, which is also very beneficial for the heart. Vitamin A, very beneficial for the heart. Get in the sun. Vitamin D is very important for the heart as well. And we've been talking about vitamin K for the last few weeks. And vitamin K also can be very, very helpful for preventing cholesterol plaques, as we've talked about. So much more to talk about. Oh, my goodness. All right, that's all the time we have for today. On our next Brightside episode, we'll continue talking about the macronutrient superstar protein for bone-building health. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for listening, folks. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.
We travel so much, and having a fake TV, well, it gives added peace of mind.
Burglars look for houses that appear to be easy targets. But fake TV can fool even professional burglars into thinking someone is home watching television.
As a recent widow living alone, it gives me great peace of mind to set my fake TV near a window and know that passing motorists and pedestrians will think someone is home watching TV when I'm actually away from home.
Fake TV easily plugs into any outlet, just like a light on a timer.
And they're so easy to use. You just plug them in and they're ready to go. Plus, they're so affordable that we have one upstairs and downstairs.
Fake TV is only $29.95 with free shipping. Order your fake TV by calling 877-5FAKE-TV or go to faketv.com. That's 877-532-5388 or faketv.com. Fake TV, the burglar deterrent.
American gardeners and fellow patriots, make the right choice with your money, time, and your family food supply. Choose 100% pure heirloom seeds in the Survival Seed Vault from MyPatriotSupply.com. Why spend more? The Survival Seed Vault from MyPatriotSupply.com is only $37.95 and includes 20 varieties of pure, hardy, easy-to-grow heirloom seeds. Yes, only $37.95. That's 70% less than our competitors. You could buy 3 Survival Seed Vaults for less than one of theirs. The Survival Seed Vault from MyPatriotSupply.com MyPatriotSupply.com includes detailed planting and seed-saving instructions and ships same day. Plus, all orders over $49 ship free. MyPatriotSupply.com is American-owned by patriots like you, passionate about freedom and preparedness. Call now, 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927. Or discover more emergency preparedness items when you order at MyPatriotSupply.com. Choose the original. Choose the Survival Seed Vault at MyPatriotSupply.com.